Hello, thank you for your attention. On behalf of my colleagues, I will present the results of one of a series of validation processes that we applied to the Readability Index for Music RIM. First, I'm going to briefly describe this RIM, and then I will present the validation process, its methodology, and its results. This index is a tool for musicians that measures the complexity of the elements written in the score. Knowing that readability is the ease with which we read a text, we built a statistical model based on perceptual span and short-term memory capabilities reported in music cognition research. The RIMS algorithm delivers 5 indicators. MRUs, or music reading units, reflect the extension of the fragment. Ink amount measures the eye's work when reading. The third is the fifth, useful for informing about the number of alterations that musicians need to have in their working memory when reading music. In this point, it gets a little bit complex. The fourth is bits per MRU. That is a value that results from a statistical relationship between density and diversity of information measured with entropy. And lastly, free energy is related to the former but adds metronome, tempo, character, and time signature information. Assessing the difficulty of written music is a highly subjective area, and there are some renewed gradings like Gordon assessments, Pearson Edexcel levels, the ABRSM, the NYSSMA, and all the music institutions' internal gradings. For this experiment, we chose to use a free and open wiki model provided by the IMSLP project. On their site, we can access scores from different instruments with a proposed ranking coming from the RCM, and the user can vote, change, and comment on each grading. Now, before getting into the experiment, we need to clarify that the RIM is a complexity measure of a score, while the IMSLP ranking is a difficulty assessment. The correlation between the two dimensions is well known in music education, returning good results only in the extremes of the relationship. So, can the RIM indicator show any correlation to assessment of difficulty in written music? To verify the reliability of the RIM as a tool, we asked all the music teachers from the Faculty of Music of the UNAM University to generate a difficulty ranking from 10 Baroque pieces, flute pieces, from Vivaldi and Telemann, levels 3 to 12 according to the IMSLP project. Also, we asked them to answer a little interview for qualitative purposes. With the EMSLP original ranking of the score, the flute is one, and the new one built based on the RIMS indicators, we are capable of comparing two difficulty assessments to a complexity measure. We use correspondence analysis for statistical comparison. We can see both the comparison between the rankings and the difference in the scores. In the triangle image, we can see the distribution of the differences in 3 dimensions. Also, the interview shows the percentage of agreement when asking indirectly about the utility of the 5 indicators in the RIM as a difficulty feature. As we see, the RIM is the least different ranking of the 3. It appears to be an intermediate between them. Also, the interview shows that even if they are not 100% positive, the 5 indicators are considered features when assessing the difficulty of a Baroque score. In the comparison, we also see that the scores 5 and 10 show the fewer differences, 0, confirming the relationship between the complexity and difficulty dimensions previously mentioned before. The RIM is ready for further experimentation, showing for now that the algorithm's indicators are beginning to relate to the reliability assessment. On behalf of my colleagues and myself, thank you.